Vice is the dumbest news source ever. If you are a full-grown adult and you get your news from Vice, let me direct you to Stupid Town, because that's where you belong. Take a look at this. This is Vice's bio saying original reporting on everything that matters. Let's take a look at some of this original reporting. Vice has come out with this banger tweet: 100 ways white people can make life less frustrating for people of color. Can I just instantly say this phrase is so annoying, okay? Stop saying people of color. I've kind of like been forced to say it because I don't know what the hell to say. Just replace it with, I don't know, their name or something. I don't know. It's just so dehumanizing. It's so weird. Anyways, this is definitely a Vice original. You don't need to, don't worry, get Vice. I'm not going to steal the credit for this one. This is totally produced and developed by Vice here. And you can see the ratio over here: 14 million views, 10,000 replies, and 600 likes. We'll get to the quote tweets in a second. First response: shut the F up. This is Dan Bilzerian, you know, cringe guy, but whatever. I'm so glad whoever wrote this is about to be unemployed in 2 weeks. I feel like if you work for Vice, I don't know, that's a coin flip of a career, man. Like, they're going downhill really fast. Like, they have like 1 or 2 good documentaries a year and the rest of it is just hot garbage. By the way, guys, just a little backstory to this: the author of this article legitimately has a degree in gender studies. That is not a joke. Kisina Boom is a black lesbian feminist writer and sociologist. Her work mainly centers on issues of sex, sexuality, race, and gender study. USA right there. Lovely. Can't believe you can spend 4 years on that, but all right. As someone with very low tolerance for racist bullshit, I've managed to write an entire racist article. I've managed to surround myself with white people who are cognizant of their privilege and strive to make the world a less terrifying and frustrating place for people of color. God damn, bro. This means that I often deal with said white people asking me what they can actually do to affect change. So here, anxious allies of the world, if you call yourself an anxious ally, I saw this video on Twitter floating around where basically these white people were going up to random black people and licking their like feet or something as like reparations, which is just wow. I mean, I don't know how you as a human being, when you haven't even done anything wrong, maybe they're like closet racist or something, but this is apparently for like their ancestors or something. But dude, if you haven't done anything wrong, stop embarrassing yourself, dude. Have some self-respect. So here's 100 simple ways for the change. It's not nearly comprehensive, but it's somewhere to start. Go forth and disrupt our harmful racial paradigm. Wow. By the way, not comprehensive. 100 things. All right. Just because you can't see racism around you doesn't mean it's not happening. Trust people of color's assessment of a situation. The first one I kind of agree with, okay? Just because you can't see it doesn't mean, okay? But I wouldn't trust all colored people or whatever. People of color. Well, I don't know. Both are offensive, okay? People say one is offensive, one's not. Nah. Both are offensive. Fuck that shit. Don't assume that all people of color share the same views. We are not a monolith, okay? Don't assume or guess people's races. This is not a fun game for us, okay? If someone tells you they're from Uganda, don't say, I went to Nigeria once. Just please. Are these like personal experiences they've had or something? Related, don't refer to Africa as a country. It's a continent and it's widely varied. Yes, take a moment. This is just being bad at geography, okay? It's nothing to do with racism here. Okay, number 6. Oh, and rest assured that literally no person of color ever wants you to get back from holiday, show off your tan, and excitedly exclaim, look, I'm almost as dark as you. Cease and desist. Who says that? What kind of weirdo says that? Don't assume that a person of color knows everything about their country of heritage. Do you know everything there is to know about America, Germany, Sweden? That's what I thought. It's so passive aggressive. Don't assume that we can run if we're black, do math if we're Asian, have drinking problems if we're indigenous. I like how they say we, as if just because this author may be non-white, they speak for every single other race. What do you mean we? How can you be black, Asian, and like speak for everybody? Shut the fuck up. Regard us as autonomous, unique individuals, not as representatives of our race. Yet you still address white people as a monolith, as a whole. Like, what are you doing? If this list was written for like people of color, as you say, it would be so like racist, right? So how can you do it the other way around? I just don't get that. I don't get that logic at all. Don't make embarrassing jokes to try and be down with people of color. We'll laugh at you, not with you. Don't rinse our culturally specific names. They're ours. Go enjoy that weird one with the plums. So you're just making fun of them. If you're at my house party, don't turn off the weekend to put on Arctic Monkeys. That one's very specific, but it happened to me once and I'm not over it. The audacity. Is this like the final thesis for the gender studies degree? Maybe there's a race studies degree. There probably is one. I'm making a joke out of it. If I Google it, I'll probably see a race studies degree. At this point, America is just beyond repair. I don't know. Even like, and honestly, the brain damage is sort of seeping to the rest of the world. because TikTok is so popular. Yeah, TikTok is everywhere, man. Nobody's safe anymore. Don't say shit like, I know what it's like to be a person of color. I'm a ginger. Okay? Don't question someone's blackness if they're light skinned. It's not your place. Other black people can make sure that light skinned black people are cognizant of their privilege. Bro, you know, I saw that we had the video on the main channel of that person who was just like, oh, I'm non-binary, so, you know, I can get away with drunk driving. And they just pulled out every card. I'm indigenous. I have social anxiety. I have generational trauma and PTSD. This is kind of the same vein of things here. And that person, honestly, if you asked me to look at them and tell like what they are, they're white. Just like completely white skin. How am I like, you definitely don't face racism. Like if you have all of that, like, dude, I don't know what you're pretending, bro. Number 17, never try and tell a person of color what is or isn't racist. I mean, what if they're bullshitting? They're just human beings, man. Anyone can be full of bullshit. Whenever you find instances of racist BS online, don't send it to us. We know racism exists, thanks. Can I send this own article to you, Vice? My God. Read something already written about it rather than coming to friends or acquaintances looking for hot takes on anything. I'm not reading that. Understand that some days are even more mentally exhausting thanks to the news cycle. Try not to badger us for our opinions on the latest atrocity that has occurred. Leave us to grieve. Some people don't pay attention to all this bullshit happening in the media, just saying. But when we have to do something about it, listen. Share articles relating to the everyday experiences of race and racism written by people of color. This is completely the opposite of what you should be doing. Which guy said it? Was it Martin Luther King? Was it Nelson Mandela? I don't know who said it. If you want racism to go away, stop talking about it. Stop differentiating all the time, okay? And this is literally the opposite of all you do is talk about it. You're just reinforcing the differences between people, dude. But don't be that person who is weird, and you really pulled out the Oxford Dictionary for that one, and loves to demonstrate their wokeness constantly to the people of color around them. Be thoughtful. I will say that is weird. Yeah, but you'd probably be fine with white people licking your feet as reparations, though. Read books by people of color. How about I read books that are good? Same thing. Hire people that are good, you know? Watch shows that are created by people of color. Atlanta or Insecure. I haven't seen any of those. Don't care. Have a critical eye when watching TV and movies. How are they portraying people of color? Why would I think of this? Why, dude? I'm just here to sit down, relax, watch some TV and movies, not care about that shit. Number 26 is literally what's going on right now, bro. They're trying to interject it in everything. If you go to an art gallery, notice how many works are by people of color. I'm never going to an art gallery. That shit's trash. If a character you assumed was white in a book is portrayed by an actor of color in the movie, embrace it. Whiteness is not the default. Yeah, this is some Snow White shit right here. Support plays written by an actor. Just everything people of color. Okay, just if you have kids, buy them dolls of color and books with characters of color. How about you buy them the one the kid points at, man? Oh my God. Support crowdfunding campaigns for cultural products created by people of color. Yeah, just blindly support any campaign so that you can get scammed out of your money by bullshit movements once again. If you're upper or middle class, try to moving into an area that has been populated by low income people. What? What you want people to do? You want Bill Gates to come down for his mansion and go like halvesies with the people down the street? Oh my God. Don't assume people of color can't speak English. Be patient if our English isn't perfect. Are you try multilingual? Probably not. It's hard. It's not really a flex. You kind of just know it from birth. Man, I can't believe I'm actually reading this. I don't think I'll get to 100. I think I'm gonna die before that. I'll just do how much ever I can. In general, don't assume you want to be white, okay? Remember that not all people of color are straight. What the fuck? Who? What? Remember the people of color are not inherently more homophobic than white people? What? Who said that? People can be black and gay and disabled and trans and middle class. That would be quite a bunch of points there, I think. I think you'd break the meter at that point. that social anxiety mother flipper would love that shit. Blackness is expansive. It doesn't look one way. Who says blackness, bro? This just sounds racist. Don't ask black women if it's her real hair. Okay, never try and pull uninvited race play in the bedroom. Seriously, what the we trying to pork and then somebody busted out the chains? Like the whipper? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. If you have fetishistic thoughts, don't ever bother coming near a person of color. I mean, that is kind of weird. Like that dude who turned himself from white to like Korean or whatever the fuck to look like Jimin. Oh my God. I somehow missed number 54. Vice and okay. If you're trying to start a mixed race family, sit down and deeply interrogate your intentions. What are you talking about, Vice? Ain't no way. Oh, there's another article here. 100 easy ways to make women's lives more bearable. Oh my god. Is this gonna be a two-parter, fellas? Do I have to click on this bullshit as well? Oh my god. Refuse to speak on an all-white panel regardless of... Oh my god, regardless of the topic. What if it's about white people? What if the topic is about... Commission people of color to make a work about race. This is the most racist shit I've ever heard, bro. Oh my god. In those situations, just listen. What situation? Don't say things like there are two sides to every story or play devil's advocate when it comes to conversations about race. So basically shut up and blindly believe anything. You know how many people just lie for attention? There's always two sides to every story. Holy shit, dude. Oh, this is the reason misinformation spreads like wildfire. My god. Let's say number 100. And remember, being an ally is a verb, not a noun. You can't just magically be an ally to people of color because you say you're one. It's something you must continually work on. Yes, you must publish one brain damaged article per day to be part of the squad, guys. To be part of the squad.